Afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to be making a drink called The Last Word. It's actually not the last word, but it's a drink that's been around actually since Prohibition. The drink actually came out of Detroit, the Detroit Athletic Club. Anyone doing your Google homework, you may find information on it coming from something called the Zigzag Club out of Seattle. That's true. That was well beyond Prohibition, so well into sort of the 60s into the 70s. Originated again in Detroit at the Detroit Athletic Club. This drink is interesting because it's not a complicated drink to make. It has four ingredients and they're four equal parts. What's different about this drink, though, is it has some very complex flavors. So you may be asking, what does the last word taste like? Well, it's a bit sweet, it's a bit sour, it's a bit herbal. Some of that may have been obvious from the ingredients, some maybe not so much. Four ingredients. First is a lime. Always use a fresh lime. We'll squeeze our lime in a moment. I'll teach you a little trick about why you squeeze the lime first so that you can figure out how to equilibrate your ingredients. Second, actually, is the maraschino liqueur. This is by Luxardo. They're actually hand wrapped out of the Venice area of Italy. It takes about 4 years with these very sour maraschino cherries to make this liqueur. Third ingredient, excuse me, can't count today, is the green chartreuse. This is actually our French ingredient. This is our oldest ingredient. It dates back to 1605. It's made by monks at this particular monastery near Grenoble in France. And this is actually, while you would think it's going to taste green, it has over 130 different herbs. So you're probably thinking, okay, very herby this, very herby gin. This actually has more of a sweet and spicy flavor to it. And our final and fourth ingredient is gin. In this case, I'm using Sipsmith. This is a 2009. These are small craft made gin in London. And again, just these four ingredients. So again, I promised a small trick. It's not very exciting small trick, but it's a simple small trick. So because you don't really know the volume of your lime juice, I always start with measuring and squeezing the lime first. This lime appears to be a little older than I was expecting. Sticking there. So after we squeeze the lime, I want to know the volume, so I'll just pull out my measurer and see, how many shots do we have. So doing a quick look, we're actually just at a jigger, so that's 1.5 ounces. So again, four equal parts. So four equal parts, put them together, shake them over ice, and pour them in a glass and enjoy. Now, you're probably wondering, is this the drink for me? Do you like sour? Do you like herbal? Do you like spicy? Do you like sweet? It actually has a little bit of all of them. And I know that's kind of a bit of a cluster to process. So I essentially say if you like something that's refreshing, it's perfect for a warm afternoon, give it a try. It has a little hint of the lime flavor coming through, but in general, it's really a bit too complex to fully describe. There's a lot of herb in here. You can tone the herb down a little bit by replacing the gin with mezcal. So you're bringing forward a little bit of smoke to complement the chartreuse and that sour of the cherry. I serve these in a coupe glass. Coupe glasses were historically used for serving champagne. More modern times, coupe glasses are more frequently used in fancier cocktails. So with that, you have the last word, and I hope you enjoy it.